Hi, I'm Mel, Senior Project Officer with the Australian Human Rights Commission's Equality at Work project. I am here with Andrew Radford, one of the ambassadors for the Equality at Work project, to have a conversation about his experience serving on the board of the Disability Trust. Andrew, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Mel. It's such an honour to be here with you today. So, I'm Andrew Radford. I'm a proud man with an intellectual disability and autism, and I am an advocate for people with disabilities. I presented at the Autism Asia Pacific Conference in APAC in Singapore in 2019, and I spoke in Perth, Western Australia in 2025. And I also have presented at the annual Valid Having a Say conference in Geelong, which is the biggest conference in Australia for people with a disability. I have been with the Disability Trust for more than 20 years as a participant, and now I am a board member with the Disability Trust. I've been also supported to find my job at the Batemans Bay Library, where I worked for 25 years. I also have my own car wash business, and I clean the Disability Trust fleet cars at our Batemans Bay office. I have also been an ambassador for Special Olympics Australia, where I was selected to meet the royal family in 2014, and I also spoke at Spectrum Space in Perth, Western Australia in 2023, 2025, and I'll be speaking this year in 2026. I am passionate about advocating for accessibility, making sure the voices of people with a disability are heard, and challenging public perceptions about an intellectual disability. I have a really special role as an Equality at Work ambassador, where I have worked with local councils to make sure that they are accessible and make sure they're looking after people with a disability. And in 2024, I was selected to be part of the ABC TV document series, The Assembly, where I was mentored by one of my heroes and Australia's most renowned journalists, Lee Sales, where I learnt how to interview well-known Australian personalities, including Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. And this year, in 2026, I will be on season 3 of The Assembly, which I am very excited about.
So exciting, Andrew.
Thank you.
So how did you become a board member and what made you want to join?
So the Disability Trust wanted someone with an intellectual disability to be on their board. So they approached me, and I think they knew, like with all my leadership stuff I've done and the conferences I've spoken at, that they thought that I would be a good candidate. I'd also just finished the governance program with Autism CRC with the Sylvia Rogers Academy, and I has also been on the Aspects Advisory Council, where we work as a group and advise the board. So I think that was pretty good stuff before I joined the board.
Absolutely. And what does your role look like as a board member?
So my role on the Disability Trust Board is really fantastic. So the Disability Trust is one of the biggest employers of people with a disability in Australia, which I'm so excited about. My role as a board member is to advise the Disability Trust on how to make the organisation work better, to discuss issues, and to ensure the organisation runs smoothly and properly, and other day-to-day business, like finances. We meet monthly. We also have different subcommittees report back to us to flag issues about specific things like quality and safeguarding.
What was it like for you when you first joined the board?
So it felt absolutely amazing when I first started the board, because I was one of the first people in Australia with an intellectual disability to be doing this on a board level. And it felt amazing to be a leader for other people with an intellectual disability to have roles on boards as well, to have our lived experience and our perspective heard and respected.
And what support has helped you to feel included and respected and able to do your role well on the board?
So before each board meeting, I look at the board papers with a support person and go through what will be discussed and prepare what I want to talk about. The board papers are an easy read, which I think is amazing and really important. I advocated for this when joining the board to ensure everyone is included in the meetings. I have a support person with me in the meetings who supports me to speak up in the meetings if I want to. Other board members are very supportive too. They assist me in the meetings by making sure a summary of what they talked about is in plain English, so I know exactly what we are on and we are on the same page.
Right. And why, Andrew, do you think it's important for people with intellectual disability to be involved in board level and leadership decisions? And what can organisations do to better support this?
So I think it's really important for people with an intellectual disability to be involved in board level and leadership decisions to hear from our perspective and lived experience. When we are included, our lived experience is respected, we're included, and just to make sure that speaking about us is really great. I recommend organisations have board papers and documents in plain English and easy read, and always have a support person available if we need it, and in the meetings as well, so that we can be supported and to make the decisions on boards are heard, and people with an intellectual disability are often not included in things. But I am going to make a change to this, and we have a lot to offer and have the right to make decisions about the things in our lives that affect us. And I always like to say, our time to shine and nothing about us without us.